This quick video will refresh you on the distributive property. All right, first let's take a look at what the distributive property tells us. It says that we can take any number, A, times the quantity B plus C, and that's going to be equal to A times B added to A times C. So we're basically taking what's in that parentheses and breaking it up and multiplying what's on the outside of the parentheses by both of those. A times B plus A times C. All right, let's see what that looks like with numbers. So for this first example, I have 5 times the quantity x plus 4. That means I have 5 x's, so 5 times x, plus 5 times 4. And then since I can simplify this further, I will. I have 5x, that stays the same, but 5 times 4, I can simplify to 20. And so there's that simplified expression. For the second example, you'll notice there's subtraction, but the process stays the same. I'm still going to take the term or the number on the outside and multiply it by each of those terms on the inside. So I have 2 times 5x. So I just multiply those coefficients, right? So I have 2 times 5x, and then subtraction, and I'm taking away 2 times 6. And again, I can simplify this expression. 2 times 5x is 10x, and then minus 2 times 6, which is 12. And there's my simplified expression for that one. On this next example, the number outside the parentheses is negative. And so all we have to make sure that we do is when we multiply those terms inside, that we're multiplying them by -2. So I have -2 times 3x plus -2 times 8. And then I simplify that further. I've got -2 times 3x, and that will be a -6x, because again, we're just multiplying the coefficients, -2 times 3. And then we're adding -2 times 8, which is a -16. And if I want to simplify this a little further, I can rewrite it as -6x minus 16, because that will get rid of those parentheses for me. All right, think you got the hang of it? Why don't you pause the video, try these 3 examples, and then come on back when you're ready to check. All right, on this first one, we are taking 10 times 4x, and that gives me 40x plus, then I have 10 times 2, and that gives me an answer of 20. So 40x plus 20 is my simplified expression. On my next one, I'm doing 3 times 9x, and that's going to leave me with 27x minus 3 times 1, which would be 3. And so I'm left with 27x minus 3. Side note on that one, something you could have done is you could have turned that subtraction to adding the opposite early on. And then instead of seeing it as 9x minus 1, you would see it as 9x plus -1, which would just leave you with this simplified expression set instead. Oops, 27x plus -3. So either one of those would have worked fine. And I'm actually going to do that on this last one. I'm going to turn 2x minus 8 into 2x plus -8, so that as I distribute here, you'll see why this makes it a little easier. I've got -4 times 2x, that's -8x, plus, and now I've got -4 times -8. Well, a negative times a negative is a positive, so I end up with -8x plus 32. And that's my simplified expression for that one. All right, now it's time to go practice. Let me know if you have any questions.